This is the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast, and I'm your host, Trudy Simmons from the Daisy Chain Group, providing platforms and opportunities for businesswomen to be seen and heard. This platform is for the women entrepreneurs that want to hear the real stories of what it takes to be yourself and run a business with all the different hats that you might have to wear. Come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses for you to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. These are the platforms to hear and share the stories of the tenacious, the rebellious, and the resilient women that are working towards the future that they build for themselves and their families. Hello and welcome to the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast. And today I am thrilled and excited to introduce you to Zuzana Taylor from Zuzana Tailored Coaching. Zuzana, thank you so much for being involved in the Shine On You Crazy Daisy book and podcast. Please tell us about your business.
So thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for letting me be involved in your book and in the podcast. It's so exciting. So I'm Zuzana Taylor. I'm a transformational business coach and a hard-led mentor for intuitive women entrepreneurs. I help them to connect with their true inner self so that they can build successful business that is aligned on their values.
Amazing. Alignment. I love that word when we talk about business. It's so important. But what was brilliant about your chapter is it talked about being a little breakdown. So for you, so you could say what you really wanted. Why does it take those breakdowns to say what we actually want?
Yeah, it is it's very interesting, and what we really want is actually what we want. We think we know what we want, but what we really want is deep inside, deep down there, and sometimes we ignore it, and it's not so apparent for us to see it. It wasn't for me, and I had to take that breakdown and followed up by breakthrough to really say what I really want. Does it make sense?
But it's that feeling as well of when you get to that point, you just start kind of screaming out what you actually want. You're like, why haven't I done this in a relaxed manner of, yeah, this is what I really want. This sounds good. It always takes that little breakdown to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how it was for me. It just came out. In my story, I'm saying that, I really was in anger. I was telling my husband that what I really want, and this is what I want. And that was it. From that moment, that was the best moment that carried me on from there to what I wanted to do and what I started doing.
So what then changed for you last year, for you and your business?
So last year, there was another breakdown and breakthrough for me. And last year, obviously, it was during global pandemic. I had a successful business serving or helping moms, entrepreneurs to build their businesses, successful businesses. But it wasn't sudden. It was kind of gradual. Something just didn't feel right. Something didn't feel, I felt like I was living somebody else's life, not my own life. I had this successful business, clients, everything seemed to flow before. But up until this point, it was like, well, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. This is not me. I'm doing something, but I'm not enjoying it. There is something missing that I have. I was doing it with my clients, with my coaching clients, but I couldn't quite figure out what it was that's missing, that I had something powerful. It felt very powerful.
I just love that, because if you don't listen to those little voices of this doesn't feel right, then you just keep going in what can end up being a wrong direction and wonder why you're not happy when it's your business.
Absolutely, it was. And that's how it felt. So I kept going, kind of thinking it will go away. But until I actually was doing things that, everything like strategies, everything that was connected to business that was working for me or had been working for me up until then. But then not suddenly, but gradually, I wasn't aligned with the clients. I wasn't aligned with what I was doing, what I was saying. It didn't make sense to me because it was working before. And then I knew I had to take a step back, to go back to the drawing board and kind of realign and think what I'm doing and connect with what I'm doing. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't stop. I thought I was doing it, and I couldn't stop that kind of rat race. I was just in it.
Wheel, yeah.
I couldn't do that. And I knew I was saying it, I was thinking it, that I'm stepping back, I'm slowing down to speed up, but it was just not happening until the point when my mom passed away, sadly, last year, and I had no other way but to stop. So the universe gave me what I needed. It sounds maybe weird, but it's just, I just couldn't carry on anymore because I couldn't. How can you? I had to stop, and that was a blessing.
What an incredible way at looking at that time of your life, as a blessing for what you want to create for your future, because your mum's time was kind of done, and it made you stop and reevaluate where you were and what you wanted to create. It's so lovely.
It's just so, it's sad, obviously, at the same time. But it's lovely, and it's so powerful, because then I started seeing the connection apart from the business and everything else, but a deeper connection to what I'm here to do, deeper connection with my mom, with my daughter, and with all the women in my family, in the family line. All this is so deep, and so it still carries on with me until now. So that's something that's gonna continue with my daughter as well, and I can still feel that connection.
But what does following your intuition mean to you?
So following my intuition, I mean, throughout all my breakdowns, when I reflect back, it was my breakthrough happened when I reconnected with my intuition, with what listening to the voices, the voice inside, the kind of that gut feeling. I come from marketing and psychology and business background. I have all that tools that make sense to me in my head, but that kind of, I had that intuition, we all do. It's just to be open to listen to it, and I wasn't. And every time when I reflected back, every time I had breakdown and breakthrough, is what I followed, what felt right for me, like saying what I really want, like, so it was that intuition, that inner voice, is what is really what is the intuition is the soul, is the language of our soul. So and the soul knows what makes you happy, because and your soul and the intuition is all unique to us, to you. So, and the soul knows what makes you happy. So following that intuition brings you to the happiness. That's
so good. What's one lesson you've learned that you would want every entrepreneur to know?
Oh, there's so many. When I was thinking about this one, and I want to say is be you, dare to be you, follow that, listen to that intuition, that inner voice. And also, there is no such thing as I will do it tomorrow. Every day, do a little step towards your dream, because the time is the only thing that you don't have, and we don't have control over time. this is what I want to say.
I love that. We definitely don't have control over time, so why not use the time that we've got? Brilliant. And what's your favorite piece of business software?
This is another good one, because I love all these tools, and they make my life simpler and easier. And there is every software I use for my business and for my personal life, because they serve me on my personal life as well. Makes my life much more easier, and I enjoy them. So recently I have started using Dubsado, which is automated. It allowed me to send invoices and sign agreements, automatically and electronically to my clients, and it's just made my life so much easier. So I don't have to do it myself. So yeah, that's the recent one. I love Canva because I love creating. It's just, I could spend hours in Canva.
I would think that probably out of the 150 authors that I've spoken to, at least 70% have said Canva. I mean, it is the piece of software that we all need in our lives. So.
Yeah, and there is no, there is no reason why there is reason why we love it, because we're women, we're creative. We love that kind of creativity, so that I love Canva. Yeah.
No, Dubsado and being able to automate things is really important. Zuzana, thank you so much for being involved in the book and the podcast, and I can't wait to get your story out there.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me, and I can't wait to read all those stories as well.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like the video and click the subscribe button for this channel for more inspiration. If you're a businesswoman looking for that community that will support you and lift you up, come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. And for even more inspiration, please go to the link under the video and get your copy of the Shine On You Crazy Daisy series of books with inspirational and motivating stories from businesswomen around the world.